The word of the day today is script. So scripts are a kind of creative writing that not everyone is familiar with, and most people your age haven't tried writing before. So think of a script like a recipe. That a script might be the recipe to make a YouTube video, or it's the recipe that makes a movie, or it's the recipe that makes a TV show, or it's the recipe for a play. That a script basically is all of the written instructions and the dialogue, which is people talking, for a YouTube movie or a YouTube video or movie or TV show or play. So scripts are basically full of what's happening on the screen plus what the actors are saying and doing. And I like thinking about all the behind the scenes people when it comes to a script, because that's really who it's for. If you think about the world of Hollywood, that all those people who are involved in making something like a movie, they need the script to be able to do their job. That they'll read it so that they understand what you, the creative writer, had in your mind, what you wanted this to be. But it all starts with the person doing the creative writing. So scripts are their own world, that you could have this be a career. You could go to college and take 4 years of classes on script writing, and I have had a few former students who did that they decided they loved creative writing, they wanted to make it into a career, and they went to college to become a script writer. So this video goes through it, but I'll just kind of briefly show this is what a normal script looks like. It doesn't look like a normal short story, although scripts do tell a story, but they have where is this happening? They have a description of what's happening on the screen. Then you have the actor. You have the dialogue, what the actor is saying. Notice how there's no quotation marks. And you have what are called parentheticals, which are just directions for the actors. So even though they are a story, they are formatted differently because it's a very specific kind of recipe, right? It's the instructions. So think of some of the behind the scenes people when it comes to the world of Hollywood. You've got sound effects that often what we're hearing in movies or on YouTube videos are put in after the fact. So the creative writer has to think about that. Lighting crew, right? That if maybe in my script I need it to have lightning outside, so the people who are in charge of the lighting would make that look real. There's the camera people. Do they need to film in a certain way? There's not only the set designers, right? The people who create the idea of what it should look like, but there's also the builders. And if you think about Hollywood and what happens there's tons of huge open warehouses where they are building these locations to make it look real. Sometimes they use real places, but often those places are being built in a huge empty warehouse. You've got the costume designers, the people who make the costumes. Sometimes there's people who help the actors and actresses get dressed. Same with makeup. They might design it first, then practice it. Then there's the people who actually make it happen. And obviously, special effects. And these aren't the only ones. There's tons of other behind-the-scene people. But they need a script written by a creative writer just like you. Sometimes in Hollywood, it's a team of people doing the writing. But there you go. Scripts.